So good afternoon, everyone. The Committee on Budget and Government Operations is called to order for this October 13th. Pursuant to applicable law and my determination that attendance by remote means is necessary because an in-person meeting is not practical or prudent due to the declared public health disaster caused by COVID-19. This meeting is conducted by video conference. We will now have a roll call to establish quorum. Please note that your yes or present response will be deemed a yes vote when this quorum roll call is used as a reference vote for later items. Please make sure your microphones are unmuted. Thank you. Vice Chair Silverstein. Alderman King.
Vice Chair Silverstein is here.
Thank you. Alderman King. Alderman Hairston.
Present.
Alderman Sawyer. Alderman Mitchell.
Present.
Alderman Harris.
Here.
Alderman Sadlowski Garza. Alderman Thompson.
Thompson is here.
Alderman Cardenas. Alderman Quinn.
Here.
Alderman Moore. Alderman Curtis.
Alderman David Moore, present, Chairman.
Thank you. Alderman Curtis. Alderman O'Shea. Alderman Brookins. Alderman Rodriguez.
Here.
Present.
Here.
Rodriguez
Alderman
is here.
Brookins is here.
Alderman Brookins, I got you. Alderman Rodriguez.
Here.
Okay. Alderman Tabarez.
Here.
Alderman Scott. Alderman Burnett. Alderman Irvin. Alderman Taliaferro. Alderman Raboris.
Present, Madam Chair.
Alderman Wagaspat.
Present.
Alderman Austin. Alderman Ramirez Rosa.
Present.
Alderman Villegas. Alderman Mitz.
Present.
Alderman Sposato.
Spasato's here.
Alderman Napolitano. Alderman Riley. Alderman Smith.
Here.
Alderman Tunney. Alderman Kappelman. Alderman Osterman. Chairman Dowell is here. We have 19, so we have established a quorum.
Chairman, this is Alderman Irvin.
Alderman Urban, we have you.
Thank you, man.
This is Alderman Curtis, a non-member.
Alderman Cardona, we will write you down as a member, as a non-member here. Thank you.
And Alderman Lopez, please.
And Alderman Lopez.
Thank you.
Okay. At this time, the committee has been informed that no public speakers have signed up for public comment for today's committee meeting. So this ends the public comment period. And today we only have items number 1 and 2 on our agenda. Item number 3 will be held in committee at the request of the Office of Budget and Management. The 2 items on the committee, the first item is a communication from the mayor regarding the appointment of Aileen Velasquez as Chief Procurement Officer of the Department of Procurement Services. Ms. Velasquez, you have an opportunity to address the committee.
Thank you, Chairman Dow. Good afternoon, Chairman Dow, Vice Chairman Silverstein, and members of the Budget Committee. My name is Aileen Velasquez, and I come before this committee seeking confirmation for my appointment as the Chief Procurement Officer for the City of Chicago. I consider it a privilege and honor to be considered for this role to serve the residents of Chicago alongside the devoted and hardworking staff of the Department of Procurement Services. And I thank the mayor for this recent appointment. Having started in this role right before our budget hearing, I have had the opportunity to get a very clear picture of the priorities for this department relating to contracting, diversity, and equity. I firmly support modernizing our MWBE program, which will better align our operations with developments seen in other major cities and give us additional tools in our constant drive towards improvement. I look forward to working with all of you to advance our shared goals in this regard. Having extensive experience in the private, public, and nonprofit sectors, my goal is to apply best practice from all to best serve our residents. I come to the table with over 20 years of experience in contracting services with achievements in strategic sourcing, supplier relations, information technology, administration, and finance. I bring to the fold a wide understanding of industry business models, negotiating contracts, developing strategy, and optimizing processes. I spent the last 15 years of my career in the private sector at CNA Insurance, an organization with over $55 billion in assets and $10 billion in revenues, which average 2,500 executed contracts annually. At CNA, I implemented a strategy to redesign the procurement process to mirror marketplace best practices and rolled out new processes and tools across the department to increase efficiency and the review process and expedite contract execution. I plan on taking these experiences and building on the procurement department's past success to create greater efficiencies and cost-saving measures while providing expanded opportunities for small, minority, and women-owned businesses to participate in city contracts. It is my goal to streamline the process, eliminate redundancy, and implement automation to improve access to information and make contracting faster and simpler for both vendors and departments. I am committed to working with City Council and our diverse business community to identify and remove barriers that prevent diverse firms from participating in city contracts so that they can be a part of the economic generator and build generational wealth in all of our communities. Recognizing the economic impact of city contracting, I will place the highest priority on diversity of businesses and individuals participating in city contracts. It is my goal to improve the certification process through the new Office of Contract Equity, which will be shaped over the coming year. I plan to work closely with key stakeholders and the business community to achieve success in this space. I will also be working closely with our user departments as they plan their purchasing forecasts to ensure that diversity and opportunity for participation are top priorities. I am committed to leading this department in providing competitive, efficient, and transparent procurement services for the city of Chicago. I understand the critical importance of ensuring that the vendors that participate in city work reflect our rich diversity and will strive to advance equity and inclusion, to eliminate barriers and create pathways for success. I welcome the opportunity to work with all of you on creating opportunities for Chicago vendor community and the city residents. And I look forward to getting to know all of you further and partnering with you on these vital efforts. I welcome any questions that the council may have.
Thank you, Ms. Velasquez. Uh-oh, my dog is starting to bark. Thank you, Ms. Velasquez. I will turn it over to Alderman Roboris, who has his hand up.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I commend the mayor for this appointment. I believe that Ms. Eileen Velasquez will bring some fresh ideas coming from the outside.
Excuse me, Alderman Roboris. Can IT let Alderman Scott in? Can IT let Alderman Scott in as the panelist? Sorry to interrupt you, Alderman Roboris. Continue.
That's quite all right. Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to commend the mayor for this appointment. Because I believe it's it's great to bring someone from the outside with fresh ideas, 20 years of service of contracting. This is what the city of Chicago needs, and a lady at that. So thank you for being here today, and I wholeheartedly support you, Ms. Vasquez.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Alderman Roboris. I don't see any other hands up wanting to ask a question of Ms. Velasquez. So is there a motion to recommend approval of item number 1 on the agenda by the affirmative vote of all the members present for the roll call to determine quorum?
So moved, Madam Chair, Alderman Scott.
Alderman Hairston moves to pass. Any objections? Hearing no objections, so ordered. The due pass recommendation will be reported out at our next city council meeting on Thursday, October 14th. The second item on the agenda is from the Office of the Mayor of Communication concerning the appointment of Cole Stollard as Commissioner of the Department of Streets and Sanitation. Cole Stollard is here to address the committee. Mr. Stollard.
Honorable Chairwoman Dow and members of the Chicago City Council. I am honored to have been appointed by Mayor Lori Lightfoot to be Commissioner of Chicago Department of Streets and Sanitation. It is also an honor to be here today seeking approval for this role. I have had the pleasure of working with most of you throughout the past 20 years, but would like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself and my vision for the department. I'm a lifelong Chicagoan, born and raised on the Southeast Side, and I currently reside on the Southwest Side. I do the important work of public service with the support of my family, particularly my wife and 3 children. Prior to my appointment as commissioner, I served as deputy commissioner at DSS since 2014. Last winter, this team responded to nearly an entire season's worth of snow in 3 weeks, and we helped lead the department's efforts to support the city's COVID-19 response. Over the years, we also streamlined the city's graffiti removal strategy to cut response time in half and work to abate fly dumping. My goal as commissioner is to use my years of experience and institutional knowledge to identify ways to enhance and expand on the department's operation, furthering the DSS mission to provide a safe and healthy environment on the streets and alleys in all communities of Chicago. As you heard in our budget hearing last week, this means additional funding and staffing to tackle the important department priorities. OBM has allocated approximately $900,000 for us to get ahead of the backlog on carts, which we are working on, and we have recently opened 2 new regional road and control offices on the north and south side for a total of 3 offices. DSS is also adding more crews in the Bureau of Forestry, as well as hiring 30 additional seasonal laborers in 2022 to be allocated where needed. Additionally, in next year's budget, we have increased funds to boost our recycling efforts and plant new trees, both necessary steps as we all look to combat climate change. We plan to roll out these expanded resources through both a fiscal and equity lens with the following goals: an equitable distribution of resources in neighborhoods, enhanced services in communities most in need, support of public safety where appropriate, and the continuance of financially responsible strategies to maximize our resources. One of the main reasons it means so much for me to be in front of you today is because of the dedicated men and women of our department. Literally through rain, sleet, and snow, they remain committed to keeping Chicago safe and clean. I want to thank them for that work. It's truly an honor to have the opportunity to lead the hardworking men and women of streets and sanitation. To you, Chairwoman Dow, and members of the City Council, I believe you all have my cell phone number, and I plan as Commissioner to continue to work with all of you and the needs of your ward. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stollard. I want to acknowledge that Alderman King, Osterman, Burnett, and Scott have joined us and will be counted towards quorum. And Cole, there are a number of hands raised to have a discussion with you today. So we'll start with Alderman Mitts.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I don't have any questions for Cole. I just wanted to commend the mayor for this appointment, and hoping that my colleagues would support the appointment. I think Mr. Stollard has a great and impeccable history of coming up in the department, and as he testified during budget, how he were mentored. So, and he was listening, and he valued that knowledge and wisdom, and it has led him to being in head of the department today. We know it's a lot of work. I always say that's my department, streets and sand, and for the whole department, we work very hard each and every day, having to have endured going through the pandemic with even more garbage. Not only the snowstorm that carried us through, but the garbage they had to pick up, having more people at home and the cleaning out, but they endured. So thank you, as well as all of the departments, your bureaus and streets and sanitation, whether it was road and control, forestry, the lot cleaning, all of your departments there are just impeccable, traffic service. So we appreciate you and your leadership and looking forward to continuing to work with you to see if we can make it even better each and every day. So thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Mitz. Alderman Scott, followed by Alderman Raboris.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for letting me in. Cole, well, first I want to commend the mayor for this appointment. I don't think that there is anybody in Streets and Sand that can do the job that you can do, Cole. A testament to the good work that you do. I ran into Cole in the hallway about 3 weeks ago or a month ago, and I said, hey, who do you have as your deputy? Because I don't want to call you with all of the items that I call about all the time. I just want to save my emergencies for you. And Cole said, no, I want you to continue to call me. I'm going to put them on some other things, but I want, when you have things that you need to get done in your ward, I want you to continue to call me. And that's just a testament to his work ethic and how committed he is to the department and to making sure that our wards are the way that we need them to be. Streets and sanitation is, one of the reasons why we get elected or we get not elected, if you will. And, you need somebody who's going to meet the challenges that we have in our wards every day. And I think Cole is the right person for that job. And so, again, I commend the mayor and look forward to working with you, Cole. I don't think that a better person could have been chosen in this stead. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Scott. I want to acknowledge Alderman Tunney, Alderman Sawyer, and Alderman O'Shea have joined us and will be counted towards the quorum. Alderman Raboris, followed by Alderman Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Once again, I want to commend the mayor for this excellent appointment. It was not a hard thing to do here. And Cole, as you know, as a former employee with Streets and Sand, you are the nuts and bolts of the city of Chicago. And you have the knowledge, the smarts, and the ability to make sure the city stays clean and safe. And for that, you have my unwavering support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Raboris. Alderman Moore, followed by Alderman Scott.
Thank you, Chairman. First of all, again, as pretty much said, I want to commend the mayor for this selection of this appointment. I know many of us of different ethnicities, we a lot of times want people in different spots that are representative our community as we should, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's good when there's people who you know that care about the entire city, regardless of what race or ethnicity they are. And Cole is one of those, has been one of those persons. I think that's why everybody is raising their hand to speak to the testament of his good work. One of the things that's important to me, Commissioner, is that you've already, from my standpoint, always looked at an eye towards equity. Anytime anybody call you, you want, our areas to look like any other area. But I want to ask if you can explain or talk about how can you do that systematically? You've been a person, when everybody calls you, you make it happen regardless of what community it's in. So how can we make that systematically happen without making the phone calls? What are your plans for that? And one of the things I want to bring up, and I don't know how we could do that, through Streets and Sand and I know there's union implications, but I think we need to look at this, but you can also let me know your ideas. They go down the alleys. They see things, but they don't report it. That's an example of a systematic thing for me. would you agree with that? And how can we do that? And what are some other systematic ways you can help, like keep our alleys and areas clean, where we're not just rolling down the streets looking for it? Although we have to do that, but systematically, what can we do?
Well, as you know, being a former ward superintendent, I understand and appreciate the importance of that role as the conduit between your office and many other services that the city has to provide. So we're going to continue to meet with the ward superintendents on a regular basis to get their feedback. We just met with them over at OEMC 2 weeks ago and had further discussion about how we can make things better in their wards. One thing that I can say with confidence that we're also meeting with the RCCs. You mentioned some union folks. Those are 1001 members that are supervisors in these alleys. We're meeting with them next week in regards to the cleanliness of the alleys. And the motto is going to be is if it's in the alley, pick it up. If you can't pick it up, we need to put it on that truck sheet so we can figure out a way of what is needed. So there's going to be people out there, you know, making sure that this effort and this task gets done. As I mentioned through the budget hearing, we know that heavy time in winter spikes, and with them affording us those 30 extra laborers to help during that time for rodent control, or in this situation, you know, some more two people trucks to pick some of that stuff up. We'll continue to work there. Another thing we did was we opened up 2 rodent offices, one on the north side and one on the south side, just far south side. We have one central, just to give less windshield time, just so there's less driving around. You know, you're pulling out of 103rd, you're pulling up out of North. You know, there's traffic in the city, which is great to see. You know, people are out and about. So we noticed that liberty we had where there was no traffic for the last year, you know, it's picking up, and we're trying to cut down on that. We're continuing to work with the ward superintendents and hear what is needed. The one thing I heard loud and clear was the carts. It was all over the city with the carts. We worked with the budget office with the director, Susie, and she gave us the 900,000 through facts and information that we were able to provide her. And so, you know, as I said, you know, last week, carts are on the way. So it's just the little things like that. It's the carts, it's the tree trims, it's the communication, the good communication between upstairs and to the ward soups, that you're getting good, positive information that I felt has all. That's why I said my phone number is not going to change, and it's always going to be on until the day I leave. And it's here to try to make things better. So we take it from, you know, we're trying to get the young folks to offer their opinion, you know, with the technology and so forth. Everybody has the turn by turn this year for snow. So there's just things of working together with the other departments, with collaboratively, that is really going to make this a better year.
Thank you. My last question or statement is, I'm working to put an ordinance together so that the city can start running a Keep Chicago Clean campaign. What are your thoughts on that? We think it's children that's throwing trash down. I see so many adults, and you know, even after you all do a great job and things and stuff. So I'm in the process of putting an ordinance together, drafting an ordinance on that. What are your thoughts on that? And do you think something like that could be effective for this city?
100%. I mean, I said in the budget hearing again that we have a great resource in CPS with those 300,000 kids. I tasked Chris Sauvé with trying to form that and keep that relationship going as far as what we can do to get into these public schools. As I stated, my 3 kids went to CPS. They all graduated through CPS now, and they would come home with graffiti projects, for example. And then we'd have to have the debate about graffiti. They talk about, Dad, your seatbelt. You know, they went through CPS training on learning how to drive. And it was, Dad, why are you doing this? Dad, why? So I think we have this great resource in these kids that will tell their parents, hey, why did you throw that out? You know, that goes in the garbage. I mean, recycling. I got 2 garbage cans in my house. If they see me walking one way, they're like, Dad, that should go in there. So I think we have these valuable resources in all these kids in Chicago that can really help. And it came on display when we had One Chicago, when we had the programs over the summer. Those kids did a fabulous job on the boulevard, a fabulous job, you know, and it's a great program that hopefully with the pandemic, you know, next summer we have that opportunity to showcase those kids again. So I'm all for it, to answer your question, all for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Alderman Moore. I want to acknowledge Alderman Austin, who's joined us and will be counted towards quorum. Alderman Spizzato, followed by Alderman Silverstein.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I too want to commend the mayor on this nomination, and I'm confident he'll be confirmed very shortly. Not only was it a great choice, it certainly was the right choice also. But Cole, I look forward to working with you and making us look good, because like Alderman Scott said, you can make or break us. And I have to say, in my 10+ years as an alderman, certainly Streets and Sand and my ward soup just made me look a lot smarter than I really am. So I appreciate all you do. Hopefully, I'm confident you're going to keep up everything that John Tully had going, and just keep making things better and making the city great and clean. And I really appreciate you, and best wishes to you in the future. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Spizzato. Alderman Silverstein, followed by Alderman Quinn, followed by Alderman Harris.
Thank you, Chairman. Congratulations, Cole. I am going to join with my colleagues in commending the mayor for this appointment. It's truly very well deserved. And I just wanted to, again, congratulate you, and I look forward to continuing to work with you.
Thank you.
Alderman Quinn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Also wanted to add my voice in support of Cole's appointment. Commend the mayor on this recommendation. What stands out to me with Cole Stollard is that he's a Chicagoan, and he's come up through the ranks. And anytime the city council has an opportunity to lift up one of our own, I think it's a great thing. So Cole, congratulations and good luck. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Alderman Harris.
Thank
Followed
you,
by
Chairman.
Alderman Irvin.
Thank you. I want to commend the mayor on this appointment. I think Cole is going to be a great commissioner. Again, to Alderman Quinn's point that he's homegrown, grew up in streets and sanitation, and it makes a difference that you understand every position, you understand the top part of leadership, and you understand the laborer's point of view from the bottom to the top. You will be just a fabulous leader. So I am so excited about having the opportunity to work with you as commissioner, and look forward to voting for you to be appointed as our new commissioner of Streets and Sands. Thank you, Cole, for everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Irvin, followed by Alderman Austin.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Also, I wanted to chime in and add my congratulatory note to Cole for the work that he's done in the past. We look forward to great things from him and the department in the future. So again, congratulations, Cole. And we will again continue to see you. You're probably the department that we call and deal with the most. And so the work, and we know you know all of the roles that need to be played, and always looking for solutions to help us. So congratulations. Look forward to a positive vote on this matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Irvin. Alderman Austin, followed by Alderman Hairston, followed by Alderman Thompson.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Cole, as I said at the budget hearing, couldn't have went to a nicer guy. You're the best one for the job, the absolute best one, as you have heard all of my colleagues say. but I've watched you grow from, I don't want to say from the bottom because there is no bottom when it comes to sanitation, but I've watched you grow from a lower level supervisor all the way to the top. And you are the best that we could have. That, as everybody said, homegrown. But even being homegrown, you know the system. And that's the best part about you. You know every facet of streets and sanitation, street operation. So you are the best person that we could get for this job. I also commend the mayor for choosing the right individual to be the commissioner of streets and sanitation. Thank you for your service that you've given to us all of these years. We know that you will continue to do a great job. Welcome aboard, Cole.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Austin. Alderman Thompson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I too want to echo everyone else's comments and commend the mayor on a excellent choice. As my colleague from the 13th Ward mentioned, it's great to see somebody from within the department, somebody from Chicago who is truly Chicagoan, and recognize them and give them an opportunity to lead. I think it's also a reflection on a well-run department that we have people within ready to step forward, acknowledge John Tully and his leadership. And as mentioned, Streets and Sand is our frontline workers, truly. And the first impression that they make, whether it be the garbage men or rodent control, those folks that are interacting with our residents in the city of Chicago, and that makes a big difference. So you get to build on the success of previous commissioners. I know you're going to add your own imprint to the success of this department. As we've discussed, we've got issues with graffiti, working with the state especially, but graffiti and our rodent control and just the general cleanliness of the city is so important for our visitors, our tourists, but most importantly for our residents who live here every day. So I look forward to working with you, Cole, continue to work with our ward superintendent, the great work he does, and all the women and men in your department. You've got a great leadership team, and I look forward to working with you. I think it was an excellent choice, and I'll be honored to be supporting your appointment. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Thompson. Can IT please let Alderman Napolitano in as a panelist? Somebody is asleep at the wheel.
No, Madam Chair, he is in. He has his hand raised now.
Okay, because he just texted me. Alderman Napolitano. Oh, I'm sorry, Alderman Hairston, did you go?
Yes. No, I did not go.
Oh, Alderman Hairston?
Thank you. Cole, I want to join in with the rest of my colleagues in congratulating you and congratulating the mayor on this appointment. As everybody has said, there is no position that you have not filled. And so everything that there is to know and the different perspectives. And I think that you have used that to your benefit over the years and has made the department a better department. And every nook and cranny of the streets because you are from here. And so I look forward to working with you. Congratulations. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much.
Alderman Hairston. Alderman Napolitano.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to be recorded as present, and I'd also like to recognize and celebrate the appointment of Commissioner Stollard in this position. I have already seen changes in the department. I'm so happy for you. Can't wait to work with you, and I appreciate all that you do for the city of Chicago and the sleepless hours in this department that you put in as well. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you, Madam Chair, and sorry to interrupt.
Thank you, Alderman Napolitano. I don't see any other hands up. So Commissioner Stollard. I don't see any other hands up. So Commissioner Stollard, I just wanted to say it's all been said. All the positive accolades you could get, you've received here today. I want you to know, I speak on behalf of the members of the City Council, I believe that you have the support of all of us as you take on the helm of the Department of Streets and Sanitation. When I first heard of this appointment, I was ecstatic, and I thank the mayor for having the wisdom to select someone who knows so much about the department and so much about the city of Chicago and each of our wards and our neighborhoods. So wishing you the best of luck. And with that, I would like to entertain a motion to accept.
So moved by everybody.
I heard Alderman Austin, so this appointment has been moved by Alderman Austin. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you very
All
much.
those opposed? Hearing no objections, the order is so ordered. The due pass recommendation of this appointment will be reported out at the next city council meeting on Thursday, October 14th. There being no other business before the committee, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I think that was Alderman Brookins.
Yep.
So moved. Hearing no objection, so ordered. The Committee on the Budget and Government Operations is adjourned. Have a great afternoon, everyone.